Alright guys, today we got the Reese Goosebox 20K came in. So I'm under my porch today. It's a little windy. Sorry if you got a little bit of wind noise. But let's turn this camera around. Let's get this box opened up and let's see what this thing looks like. Alright, so I got the box opened up. See, it's pretty simple. Got the instructions right here. Let's get the tractor and get this thing unloaded. Okay, so the package weight on this thing is like 200 pounds. And I was thinking about it and I thought about using the tractor, but I really don't want to scratch the front of it up. So what it is, tore the box down the bed of the truck. I've got it right there into the gooseneck. I'm going to twist it on, load it on the gooseneck ball, and then try to put a floor jack under the back of it, and we'll see if that's easier. So let me do that. I can't do it with holding the camera, so be right back. Okay, so that worked really well. Just rolled it up there, got it latched onto the ball, and like I said, all I'm gonna do is get a floor jack, put it up under here, and then we'll be able to back into the camper, get it lined up, and get the bolts in it. I got all my bolts in, got it torqued down. It depends on there's a bunch of different options. Mine is 7.5 right here. The other one is like 7 3/4. So just measure these holes and that'll tell you exactly which ones you're gonna use. I did not see any safety chains in that box, so I might have to order some safety chains. I'm not gonna tow it today. We're just gonna pull it out and we're gonna do measurements for you. I mounted my pull right here, just on the back. And anyway, so let's get in the truck. Let's see if with the bed cover and our offset that we have back there, if we can still see the ball with the camera. All right, so we put it in reverse. Let's turn that parkade off real quick. Okay, we want to see the gooseneck ball, and we'll zoom in, zoom back out. Okay, let's hit the zoom in now. I'm a little bit off, not much. Pull up a little bit. So the only thing I wish Ford would fix is if you have it on a camera, if it would stay on that camera, that would be really nice. Okay, so we're gonna cut that axle over just a little bit. Straighten back up, get it back over. All right, let's take a look at that. All right, we look pretty close right there. Let's go ahead and drop it down, see if it'll hitch. As we come down on it, the latch on the latch. You just want to make sure once you get it hooked in, probably should have this undone when I unhooked it, but you hang it right there. That way it's easy to reach when you unhook it. And let me get these legs up. Okay, so right now I've got the airbags on the truck that are airing up. And then I will also need to air the airbags up in the hitch. So I'm gonna get my little mini compressor so we can get that done real quick. All right, so I got my air hose hooked up, screwed the cap off, got my little air compressor here. Let's see, we're gonna set this to, you can see it starting to move. So I've got about 51 pounds in it. That's what it took, and it did raise the tongue a little bit, so it's gonna affect your height. We're gonna get the tape measure out and measure all the heights for you here in just a minute. All right, again, sorry it's a little windy, but as you can see, we've got the airbags aired up on the back of the truck. We've got the camper is level. So we're gonna get some measurements for you. and show you what kind of my offset and how that lands if you want to measure your camper. Okay, so first things first, I'm as high as I can go on that Goosebox with my bolt pattern, which I may need to drop it one. I'm gonna look at that, but I'm about 9 inches to the top of my bed cover. So I've got plenty of bed clearance there. I could drop it down an inch or two, and that probably wouldn't hurt anything. From the open tailgate to my RV, I've got right at 17 inches. So let's do some turning and let's see how much clearance we have against the bedside. Okay, so I got the truck in almost a full 45 right there. And then you can see my front end of my camper is going to be a little bit more forgiving than most. It's not square. But I'll get my tape measure up here. Okay, we're about 27 inches from the cap to the bedside at a 45-degree angle. Again, this is one of my concerns right here, is this bed cover overhang in this. Just gonna have to watch this. Let's see how close we can get to a 90 and what that looks like. Of course, that's straight level ground too. If the camper's gonna be cocked down on this side, then it's gonna push this down and this is gonna be closer. So let's take a look at that. Okay, according to my yaw sensor in my truck, and looking at this, we're about a 75-degree angle. And remember, I'm running that 5-inch offset, so whatever I've got here, you could subtract a 5, and that's where you'd be. So at a 75, I'm 18 inches from the cap to the corner of the bed. And 75 is generally the steepest I'll turn most times. And you can see we're starting to get close to that. But even if I was on unlevel ground, I could do a 75-degree turn without any issues. So I think once I get past this 75 and get into the 80, 90 degree, that's when I'm gonna start having to really watch whether I'm on level ground and whether it's gonna hit this bedside on this cap. If you don't have a bed cover, then you're probably gonna be fine all the way around. But let's push it some more and let's see what it looks like. All right, so I wanted to shoot down the side of the camper so y'all can kind of see this angle better. That's probably as far as I'm gonna push it. That is one benefit to that Sidewinder. You do get that full 90 degree and you don't have to worry about hitting your cab. But with this, you definitely get the airbag and the tongue. You don't have to deal with the fifth wheel hitch. And that's my offset, guys. So I mean, if you measure that right now where I'm at, and I would say that would be my max, which I'm very comfortable with that amount of turn. I mean, I'm really not going to get in any steeper positions than this at any point in time. But guys, that's 7 inches. If I wasn't running the offset right now, that would literally be on my cab almost by an inch. So that's up to you if you want to run the offset. Let me walk around the other side so you can kind of see this angle a little bit better from the other direction too. I'm going to say that's pretty close to 80 degrees over the top and then down the side of the camper. One of the things that I really like about the hitch too is, you notice when I go from forward to reverse right here, there's no hitch popping, there's no kingpin clanking in the hitch. It is just the smoothest transition. And so, when you've got a standard fifth wheel hitch and you're braking and you're accelerating, I mean, we all feel that slack in there. Just to me, it gives a little more confidence knowing that you don't have to worry about that. And it's not a little extra inertia, especially when you're using a toy hauler and something's tied down in the back. I really like that. I mean, I'm braking, accelerating, and I don't have any clanking, and that's just amazing. Not that it matters much about the Goosebox, but that's exactly what I try to stay in line with that door And then, like I said, this ramp right here, it folds down outside that door and allows me to load and unload. All right, thanks for watching the video today. You got any questions, drop them below. I'll try to get those answered for you. But appreciate you watching. Please hit that like and subscribe if it helped you at all. And we'll catch you on the next video.